From day one, from launch, we were able to increase sales from a one-game perspective by over 400% for that stand.
I'm Eric Jurenko. I'm the general manager of the Greenville Drive, the South Atlantic League affiliate of the Boston Red Sox. Our job on a day-to-day basis is really the fan experience. And we always try to keep the fan experience fresh, add something new to the ballpark. And over the years, we have just seen that the biggest thing is fans don't want to miss any of the action. When lines back up, I mean, really that creates a negative experience for our fans. You know, the next thing you see too is you're losing sales because fans don't want to wait in line. They're also not even getting in line because they're seeing how long the lines are. You know, when a fan leaves a concession stand happy, it can make or break the whole evening for them. Like, the game could be great. They could have a great time with their family. They could have a bad experience at a concession stand and it ruins the whole night. When you've got an option now where they can quickly go in, grab what they need, get out, you know, that creates a great, memorable experience for our fans.
Really, our biggest challenges were throughput of lines. Average transaction times were taking close to a minute. When lines back up, I mean, that's revenue out of our pocket at the end of the day. So the quicker we can get people through lines, get product in their hands, and get them back to their seats, one, helps our margins at the end of the day, and two, is a lot better for the customer experience.
When we were looking for a new provider for our checkout equipment, we didn't really know what we were looking for. We didn't go into the situation with any biases or preferences towards a certain company. It was who are the biggest players in the market, who really wants to partner with us to make sure that fan experience is a great one.
And as we started interviewing companies, and Deligo was one of the first ones we talked to, throughout the entire process, it was clear that they wanted to be a partner. The customer service we experienced through the sales process with Deligo was second to none, really, from the competition.
When we first began looking for a solution, we looked at about 3 different providers and reviewed their overall capabilities and cost structure. And Deligo quickly raised the bar for what we were looking for.
Deligo team has been very great. For the most part, everything from the training, there's been very little need for them to have to step in because everything has been ran just so smoothly.
One of the main decisions that we had to make when we were looking at point of sale providers were, you know, how versatile can they be? With Deligo versus some of the other competitors, it was clear that they could recognize food from various aspects. It didn't have to be in a certain packaging. It didn't have to be lined up a certain way. It's very easy for the fan to be able to use the system, and they don't have to know anything about it to use it. The footprint of the machine is very sleek. It's lightweight, so you can move it around if you're in a situation where you need some flexibility as to where you're selling product. When we were talking to a competitor, we were going to have 2 machines. With Deligo, we were able to put 3 machines in the same footprint, which is just going to help increase our throughput of the lines. And from day one, from launch, we were able to increase sales from a one-game perspective by over 400% for that stand.
Fan feedback I got was it was a wow factor from the technology. I think it could be a step into the future for, you know, a lot of concession stands across the board. You know, people wanting to show their family, hey, y'all should come see how this looks. And it's going to be the new thing, kind of on the block, if you will.
The Drive were huge on integration. When we initially had the integration discussion with Deligo, they were very open to being able to integrate with whatever other provider we were using, either from a payment platform perspective, an inventory management perspective.
If I were to sum up my experience with Deligo, I would say it was an incredibly professional experience, and I would say their team truly values excellence in what they do.